For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to
Ramping up antibody testing, how the CDC is teaming up with local health leaders, going door to door to see if people have already been infected with COVID-19. And the new normal in the skies, some airlines establishing new requirements to stop the spread of coronavirus on flights. Plus, there's some of the most essential workers on the front lines, but are grocery store employees putting you at risk? Our Reveal team investigates. Live from the 11 Alive studios, our special coronavirus coverage, Facts Not Fear, starts now. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheba Russell. Thank you so much for joining us for Facts Not Fear at noon. We begin with Georgia's next steps to slowly reopen the economy. Governor Kemp says he may make that announcement on when to begin phase 2 in the next few days. In his first press conference since many businesses opened back up, the governor reminding everyone it is still important to follow social distancing guidelines. He says what proves to him the state is on the right track are both the trends in Georgia's COVID-19 data and the personal stories he hears from small business owners about reopening safely.
We cannot continue this way economically. We are looking at depression like unemployment, but we will come back, and we will come back stronger to protect people from the virus, but also take measured steps to reopen the economy, and that is what we are doing.
And just a reminder, Georgia's shelter-in-place order remains in effect until April 30th at 11:59 p.m. The governor says if you're older or medically fragile, you should continue to shelter in place through May 13th. Here are the most up-to-date coronavirus numbers for our state. There are now 24,551 confirmed cases, 1,020 deaths, and more than 4,700 hospitalizations. Starting today, the CDC is teaming up with state health leaders to ramp up its antibody testing. Christy Diaz breaks down how the testing will happen and where.
Sometime over the next week, you might get a knock at the door. Survey teams are going to randomly selected houses in Fulton and DeKalb counties to collect a blood sample for an antibody test.
It's a partnership between the CDC, the Georgia Department of Health, and local health departments. The goal is to get a good estimate of how much of the population was infected, since most cases of COVID-19 are mild, and many people's symptoms likely weren't severe enough to seek medical treatment. Antibodies are the proteins produced by the body as it fights off an infection, so this test could let them know who has had the virus in the past. So researchers will be going door to door in Fulton and DeKalb counties between now and May 4th. If you get a knock on the door, expect to answer a few health questions and give a blood sample.
Now, know this, it is completely voluntary, and anybody with the survey team who comes to your door will have an official CDC vest, a badge, and an official letter.
Yeah, make sure you confirm who they are. So teaming up with the White House, some of the nation's top pharmacy chains and retailers are expanding free coronavirus testing services. Starting next month, CVS will offer self-swab tests to people meeting the CDC's criteria. Patients will get tested in CVS parking lots or drive-through windows only. Walmart says it will have 45 sites by the end of next week and 100 sites by the end of May. Kroger is planning to expand its drive-thrus to 50 locations in more than a dozen states by the end of May. Atlanta-based airline Delta boosting its safety measures to help stop the spread of COVID-19, and other airlines are making changes too. Nick Sturdivant explains what this means moving forward.
I'm at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where starting today, Delta Airlines told me this morning that employees will have to wear this, yes, face masks in cases where they can't stay at least 6 feet away from others. This is the memo Delta sent me this morning. In it, the airline says the requirement is temporarily in place until at least June 30th. It also says it will make masks and face coverings available to employees, and they are free to use their own face coverings too. Delta says this new requirement applies to all public work areas, including break rooms and lounges, with exceptions for certain situations depending on the worker's role. The airline also strongly encouraging customers to wear masks and says it will make them available at ticket counters, gates, and onboarding airplanes. This comes as JetBlue announces a stricter policy. Starting May 4th, if you fly with them, you will have to wear a face covering. Its employees, just like Delta and American Airlines, will also be required to wear one. And just to reiterate, according to Delta, this requirement to wear face coverings will temporarily be in place through June 30th.
The chairman of a major U.S. meat producer warning the food supply chain is breaking. The message from John Tyson of Tyson Foods coming as meat processing plants all across the country are being hit by COVID-19 outbreaks, many forced to shut down. And now there are concerns over panic buying. So far, over 1,000 employees of meat processing giants like Tyson, JBS, and Smithfield have tested positive for COVID-19, forcing the temporary closure of at least 15 plants. Tyson Foods making that warning to customers in a full-page ad saying there will soon be a limited supply of their products until the company is able to safely reopen closed facilities. A little more perspective here. Even though some meat plants have been shuttered in the Midwest, Georgia's poultry processors are still turning around as much chicken as ever. This is according to the head of the state's Poultry Federation. Well, grocery stores are among the few businesses that have been open throughout this pandemic. Dozens of workers nationwide have died from COVID-19, and many chains are now paying employees hazard bonuses. But just how safe is your grocery store? Chief Reveal investigator Brendan Keefe looks at store requirements for workers and whether it's being enforced.
We recorded openly using our phones while shopping in multiple grocery stores over a 2-week period, but only while shopping for necessities we needed ourselves.
At this Kroger in Johns Creek, the week before the company required masks, the worker collecting the carts wasn't wearing one. There was no one sanitizing the carts when we arrived.
Is there nobody wiping them?
We found the same thing at this Kroger in Alpharetta. In both Kroger stores, there were spray bottles, but empty paper towel rolls next to the carts. This cashier at the Johns Creek Kroger was wearing a mask before Kroger required them, but look closer at his hands. Those gloves are ripped as he touches every single item. In the produce section the same day, a worker with no mask touches her head to adjust her glasses with an apple in her hand before putting that apple out for sale.
Save that money.
We went back to the Johns Creek store the first day Kroger required masks and found an employee with her mask under her chin while talking with another maskless employee.
We are out there working for poverty level wages right now every single day because we are forced to. This essential worker position that we're in, we're not going to get fired. And if you quit, you can't get that unemployment bonus. So we're trapped, essentially.
That was Chief Investigator Brendan Keefe. Kroger says it is addressing the concerns we uncovered. It is 12:07 right now. Coming up, our financial expert Andrew Poulos is back answering your money questions. Let us know if you have one. Text the number on your screen, 404-885-7600. Remember, text, don't call, include your name.
More clear. The things we take for granted. The people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Prime Time, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Millions of small business owners are still waiting for relief. Delays, technical glitches, overwhelming demand, causing the Small Business Administration portal to crash within minutes of relaunching the Payroll Protection Program. The SBA revealing twice as many people tried to access the program yesterday than any time during the first round. So far, 1.6 million small businesses have been approved for a loan, but millions more who qualify are still waiting to see if they'll receive any money. Adding to frustrations, big businesses that cut into the program's initial funds to the tune of $750 million. One of those big businesses, the Los Angeles Lakers, announcing it's returning a multi-million-dollar loan it received through the PPP. The franchise says that once it learned that the federal money had run out, it gave back the $4.6 million. The team claims it qualified for the program, but the Treasury Secretary called it outrageous, pointing out the team was the second most valuable team in the NBA entering this season. Those small business loan issues and the stimulus check program prompting lots of questions from many of you. Our financial expert Andrew Poulos is here answering your money questions. Let us know if you have any. Text the number on your screen, 404-885-7600. Good afternoon to you, Andrew.
Good afternoon, Chiba.
So just to point out here, we've heard of some other businesses returning this money as well. And I think a lot of people want to know, how are these big businesses even able to get their hands on this money?
Well, it's a great question, but the law was written that any business that had under 500 employees. So I think that's where a lot were able to get through. If it was up to me, and the brief that I sent to Congress last week, publicly traded companies have access to resources that small businesses don't. They should have been prohibited to begin with from day one, but obviously that didn't happen. So this is where we're at.
Yeah, everyone's aware because those names have been made public.
Yep.
All right, let's start with Julie. Julie shared, I am a certified nursing assistant and haven't returned to work in a month and a half since someone in the facility visited with COVID-19. Am I eligible for unemployment?
Yes, Julie's eligible for unemployment. The employer should have filed. Obviously, it doesn't sound like that has happened, so I would encourage Julie to speak with her employer sooner than later and see if they'll file for her. That's going to be the quickest way for her to get an unemployment claim and get that process so she can begin to receive some money. It should be backdated to when she was off of work due to the COVID situation, but she definitely needs to take some action to get that resolved.
Okay, Jenny texted, I own a small business that provides medical support for sporting events. I do not have any employees, only contractors. While I don't have the employee overhead, I do depend on the sporting events to support my household. Does the SBA have programs for income loss like this?
Yeah, so depending on how the business is taxed from a tax treatment perspective, there's probably a couple of options. The PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, obviously that we've been hearing a lot about. EIDL, when the SBA reopens their portal to accept the EIDL loans, then I would encourage her to submit for that. And then there's also something new that they've come out with, which is the Express Bridge loans. That's up to $25,000 of funding. Again, this is a loan, unlike the Paycheck Protection Program loans that supposedly there will be forgiveness. The Express Bridge loan, from what we know right now, is a loan that will have to be repaid, but it does provide some funding options for small businesses.
Can you remind us about how the Paycheck Protection Program works? You said forgivable. We've been talking about it for so long, I think people have forgotten. So they are forgivable loans. You have to keep your employees on staff. Is that how it works again?
Yeah, so with the Paycheck Protection Program, It is effectively a loan. It's truly a loan, and there are closing documents that the banks will have you, the lender will have you sign, stating the promissory note, interest rates, everything as a traditional loan. Now, if you use it to pay at least 75% or more in payroll, with the remaining 25% or less to go towards qualifying items such as rent and utilities, then you can apply for forgiveness. You have to bring back all your employees if you've laid them off, or you have to maintain the full-time equivalency of what you had on February 14th. So you can't just get the money, use it for anything that's not qualifying, or leave your employees on unemployment if you have them on unemployment, and then expect forgiveness. The forgiveness portion cannot be applied for until after June 30th, and then it's probably going to be a waiting game to see how the forgiveness all shakes out at the end of the day and who's going to get loans forgiven.
Okay, let's move on to Stacy. I am a self-employed hairstylist. I filed for unemployment, was denied, and I sent in an appeal. Do I have to fill out the PUA form because of the appeal?
Yeah, you didn't really have to file an appeal. So the way it's working with those who are self-employed, gig workers, freelancers, anyone who does not qualify under traditional state unemployment laws applies for unemployment. They will automatically get denied because they don't qualify for state unemployment. And then subsequent to that, Labor Department will send them out an email with a link to apply for the pandemic unemployment assistance, which is the federal portion of it. So she should look out for that email. That hopefully will be coming out to her in the coming days to apply for the federal unemployment portion.
All right, and Denise asked, my check was sent to an incorrect bank. How long will it take to show an updated status when that check is returned to the IRS, or will there be a change in the status when I look?
Yeah, great question. It's an answer that we don't know definitively if there'll be a status update. What we do know from the IRS is when a bank account is invalid or has closed or whatever the error might be, and the money is returned back by the bank to the IRS, subsequent to that, they will send out a letter and a check in the mail. So I would probably at this point say that they should expect a paper check in the mail in the coming weeks.
Okay. All right. Andrew, thank you so much. You know, we're going to have you back after the break, so stay put. Andrew's going to answer more of your money questions, so keep sending them our way. Use the number on your screen, 404-885-7600. Remember, text, don't call. Please include your name. All right, and as we go to break, take a look here at how 2 Chainz spent his Monday. Instead of reopening his restaurants, he and his business partner, Snoop Dillard, distributed free meals to more than 120 people in need outside the downtown Atlanta location of Escobar Restaurant and Tapas. These photos posted by Dillard on the Instagram page there. While social distancing, each person stood in line to get a hot meal. The dine-in portion of the restaurant will remain closed until further notice.
Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message
Welcome back to Facts Not Fear at noon. Financial expert Andrew Poulos is back answering your money questions. Andrew, let's begin with this one. A viewer texted, for the past couple years, I filed taxes and owed the IRS money. For 2018, I paid with a credit card, but for 2019, I provided my banking account information for the IRS to withdraw the payment. Will the IRS use this banking info for my stimulus payment? So this is the 2018-2019 that we were talking about last week. Has there been any more information on what the IRS is using yet?
Yeah, what we do know is that they've said from the very beginning, if a taxpayer has filed a return, whether it's 18 or 19, and they had a balance due and had that money debited from an account, they will not pick up that account for direct deposit. So the return must have a refund with a bank account information for refund in order for them to direct deposit into. What we do know now is if you're in that situation, you need to go onto the IRS website to get my payment, see if it'll validate your information and update your bank account info so that way you can get direct deposit, or else you're going to be getting a paper check in the mail.
And that seems to be working now, that site.
Yeah, last week we've had success. We've tried it with other clients, and so far it's been working well for most folks.
Okay, wonderful. Joanne wants to know, if I'm on Social Security, will I be in the last wave of stimulus checks?
No, you should actually probably be most likely in the first wave, because Social Security recipients are probably on a lower income end. Therefore, based on how they're doing reverse order of adjusted gross income, the Social Security recipients who are getting a check in the mail probably should start seeing checks in the next week or two.
This is from Donna. She says, I think someone is using my name to apply for unemployment benefits, as I have 2 letters from the Department of Labor indicating that I've applied. I've never applied for unemployment in my life. I can't reach the Labor Department. What can I do to protect myself against fraud like this?
Yeah, very interesting. You know, scams and fraud are going to be running rampant, unfortunately. So what I would tell Donna is go onto the IRS website, the Department of Labor website, and there's a section where you can actually report a fraud. If you suspect fraud, you can report a fraud claim electronically, and the Department of Labor will take it on from there.
Well, yeah, the fraudsters don't quit during the pandemic, that's for sure. All right, this next question is from Pamela. My husband passed away earlier this year. I'm sorry about that, Pamela. He earned too much for us to qualify for a stimulus check. My salary is low enough to qualify me for a stimulus check, but there's no way to let them know that it is just me now. Do I have any options?
Yeah, so unfortunately, there's probably not many options unless that 19 return was filed or can be filed and you're below the threshold. If there's nothing with 19's return that's going to qualify you, then you'll have to wait until you file your 2020 and get that money next year. But obviously, that's a year out from now.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Okay. This is from Kevin. Kevin texted, I'm trying to stay persistent with the Department of Labor, but can't get through. What's the best way of reaching them online?
Yeah, they're inundated with phone calls and emails, so you're probably, sadly to say, one of tens of thousands out there trying to reach the Department of Labor. Yeah. Either try to reach out very early in the morning when their phone line's open, which my guess is probably 8 a.m. Send an email, and then if you're on social media, on Twitter, try to reach out to the commissioner. I'm sure many people are. I don't know how much he can help like that, but certainly some unconventional methods might also work well at this point if you have no other resolution.
Kevin, more than 1 million Georgians have filed for unemployment, so keep trying. Leah asked, I filed for unemployment and was denied because I didn't make enough money over the last 4 quarters. However, I received bonus checks that put me well over making enough. Why wouldn't that be included?
Interesting. So this could be a lot of different things, and we can all speculate. But typically, a bonus check, if she's a W-2 employee, would be part of her W-2 compensation and should be reported. I would encourage her to reach out to her employer and just to verify that that was reported correctly as part of her W-2 wages, and then from there, see what the employer says. Depending on what answer she does or doesn't get, she may need to file, if she's got time, still file an appeal with the Labor Department to see what they can do to resolve it.
Okay. All right. Always great to hear you answer all these great questions for us, Andrew. We appreciate your time.
Always good to be here, Sheba.
All right, so we're going to check back in with you later in the week. And as we go to break, we want to share this sweet, sweet moment with you. Oh, it's important to keep our favorite rituals alive, right? 7-year-old Drew is autistic and nonverbal. She uses sign language to communicate with her parents. And every morning before her dad, Deputy Mark Dorsey, reports for duty in Coweta County, this is how they say goodbye for now. Thank you to Mom Brittany for sharing this sweet moment during Autism Awareness Month. Oh, it's so sweet. We'll be right back.
On daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
A bucket of chalk, some time outside, and creativity. All that's needed for a family in Suwannee to fill weeks at home and encourage people all over the world. Cheryl Preheim has the story.
There are no limits when imagination is your transport. Climb a mountain, walk the yellow brick road, catch a huge fish, or swing from your favorite tree. Every day is a new adventure for the Tucker family in Suwannee.
Hi, everybody.
Biggest sister of 4 girls, Aspen, started the creations.
I thought it'd be fun to do it since we have nothing else to do.
Then Mom, Abby, got inspired to help.
I have a ladder to really make it look real. The dinosaur. The dinosaur. It has been a very different change of pace, and it's been wonderful. I think my girls are closer for it.
And 3-year-old Charlotte, always happy to play along.
I like Elsa. She likes Elsa.
Teaching the girls about the simplicity of time together.
But definitely a lot more family time, a little bit slower.
And the complexity of what is happening around them.
During these times, because they're so very different than we've ever experienced.
A message for all. Be grateful.
You know, especially all the doctors and healthcare workers out there. Definitely want to show our appreciation.
Be hopeful.
We are just praying for America.
Be stronger together.
That Charlotte is a natural model, and be sure you download the 11 Alive News app for stories like that, for the very latest on the coronavirus and ways you can help those in need right now in your community. Thank you for watching Facts Not Fear at noon. I'm Sheba Russell. Stay safe.
Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11 Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11 Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11 Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11 Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11 Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11 Alive today.